Hey, what's going on, guys? Rob from Geek, and today I have a hot case study coming in for you. This is brand new client. I think he's only with us like 12 days, so I'm going first 14 days case study on this because the results are insane. So this is a cash for junk cars client. So that essentially they buy scrap junk cars, they pick them up and part them out and sell the scrap, stuff like that. So we have these campaigns. We have dozens of these campaigns that just kill it. They always we turn them on and they're pulling calls like crazy and lead forms. So I'm going to walk you through this campaign and you guys got to check this out. Okay, guys, so we can see here we are inside our client's Google Ads account. This is the last 14 days, May 5th to May 18th, 2023. We have our campaign right here. They have a big budget, $300 a day. You do not need a budget this big. So they're running $300 a day, Monday through Friday. You don't need a budget this big. You can do this on $75 to $100 a day, Monday through Friday, and still get really great results. So if you go into the campaign, we'll just check out the stats here. So clicks, 115 clicks, 1,000 impressions, 11.49% click-through rate, which is awesome because that means our prospects are liking our ads and they're choosing to click them over competitors at a higher rate. Average cost per click is $10.58. The total cost for the first 14 days is about $1,200. They've gotten 69 leads at a cost per lead of $17.64. Which is awesome. So that's well below where our target is, right? Our target for the first 14 days is $20 leads. So we are under that. So we're coming in hot, 69 leads. And I'll go through in the conversion history here. Conversion actions in a minute, and a little bit later in this video, on which of these 69 leads is phone calls, how many of them are phone calls, how many are contact forms, and we'll kind of break that down for you guys so you can take a look. Look at the conversion rate. 60% conversion rate, which is just total insanity. So this campaign is off to an insane start. So next, I'm going to walk you through all the keywords we're going after so you guys can check this out. Okay, guys, so I'm going to walk you through all the keywords right now. Before I get into that, if you are a junk car buyer and you want us to clone this campaign and run it for you so you can generate inbound phone calls and leads of people who want to sell their cars for scrap, just fill out the link. There's a link in the description below this video where you can get a request to work with us. And if your territory is still available, we can roll this campaign out for you in as fast as 24 hours. So if that's of interest, then fill out that application and link below the description. All right, let's go right into the ad groups first, and I'll show you what we're doing here. So we have all of our basic stuff: cash for junk cars, scrap car buyers, we buy junk cars, $500 cash for junk cars, all that stuff. And here's the stats for all of those. So you'll see here, we have our cost per conversions, all of our conversions. Obviously, the biggest ad group we're going after is cash for junk cars. That's 18 leads. Scrap car buyers, 13. We buy junk cars, 10. Sell my junk car, 11. So a lot of leads just coming from a lot of different ad groups here. So if we go into the keywords, I'll show you the keywords we're going after. Now we're only doing exact and phrase match. Okay, we are not running broad match keywords in this campaign because broad match keywords bring in a ton of really shitty leads, like people trying to sell parts and stuff like that for, junkyards, stuff like that. And that's not good for our clients in this space. So we do not want that kind of traffic. And we also have that stuff in a gigantic negative keyword list. So we're not getting that anywhere in this campaign. So obviously our biggest keyword here, cash for junk cars, exact match. And that has sent 13 leads. There it is. 13 leads at $16 a lead. Scrap a car without title near me, 8 leads, $11.54 a lead. So we have a lot of the different types of clients. Some people want titles, some people do not want titles. It really is up to you. We can obviously get rid of keywords with people who don't want to generate leads if people don't have titles. There's a lot of clients who don't do that, but there's also a lot of clients who don't care and they want those. It's really up to the client, individual client, if they want to do title or no title. The campaign works either way, it doesn't matter. $500 cash for cars, sell junk car, we buy junk cars, scrap my car for cash. I mean, these are the highest intent type keywords. It really doesn't matter what market you're in. As long as you're in the United States, we found that in Canada, this is a really tough niche in Canada. The costs are just way higher per lead, but you should be getting leads for under $30 in America. So, and depending on the market, like this one, this guy's under 20, right? He's under $20 leads. So if you can get volume of leads at a cheap cost, this can really be a very profitable lead campaign for anyone in the scrap car business. So it's pretty cool. Now let's go to devices here and we'll see where all this traffic's coming from. We have cell phones, tablets, computers. We turn tablet off because it's generally not great leads. And we downbid on desktop computers because we really want the phone calls. So if we come down here, we'll see we got 7 leads from desktop computers and just computers in general, and 62 leads from cell phones. So a high majority are cell phones. Now, if we go into the conversion actions, which I'm doing in a minute, we'll break down how many of these are phone calls, how many of these are contact form submissions. Now, the contact form submissions, guys, are full contact form submissions: name, email, phone number, make of the car, model, and year, I believe. So it's a full contact form. It's not just an email or anything like that. All right, let's jump into the conversion actions. So we have our conversion actions here. We're only tracking 3 conversion actions for this campaign: call extension lead, contact form lead, and phone call lead. And I'll walk through what each one is as we go through it. So the first one up, call extension lead, right? We're going to come over. That drove 2 phone calls. So a call extension lead, all that really is a tracking number we've attached to the Google ad. Now, someone doesn't even click the ad. They just click the call button on the ad or the number on the ad, and it just calls the client right away. So they're not even going to a landing page. They're not doing anything. So they're just straight up calling. So that's 2 inbound phone calls from call extension lead. We come down to contact form lead. That's what I just talked about in the other segment of this video. That's the full contact form submission, right? And that is 40. So that drove 40 leads. So a big percentage of these leads are contact forms of people requesting to talk to someone about getting a price for their car. Next, we come down, we have phone call conversion action. So all of that is someone sees our ad, clicks on the ad, goes to the landing page, and calls any one of the tracking numbers on a landing page. So these are just straight up phone calls, and there's 27 of those. So what's that total? 29 phone calls, 40 contact forms. So almost 50-50. We're off by like 10 or whatever, or around there. So we're almost 50-50. We're going to move this up more and more and more into more phone calls because I want the actual sales opportunities for the client directly on the phone instead of trying to chase down a contact form. They're notoriously much harder to get a hold of than someone who just calls you and is like, hey, listen, I have XYZ car. Here's the model. I need X for it, or I'm looking to get X for it. What can you do for me? Can you come on and take a look at it? Or whatever, however their sales process is. But either way, I want the phone calls. So all in all, first 14 days, amazing start. Client's happy, we're happy, everyone's happy, and that always works out well. So next up, I think the next case study I'm doing is for another junk car, and I think it's out in the Houston area. I have to double check, but stay tuned because that's going to be rolling up next.